Hello, everyone. I am so excited to have Rhonda Parsons with me here today, and she is the author of Take Five. Rhonda, can you tell us a little bit about your book?
Well, for me, Take Five is a collection of short stories and poetry. And I feel that it celebrates the beauty and the complexity of the human experience. And I think people of all ages and backgrounds should find something they appreciate in it. Two of my favorite stories in the book happen to be what I call All the Colors of the Heart, Follow the Rainbow. And both stories are centered around a child who learns how to make the world a better place. But they get that lesson in different ways. Now, I love the creativity and the imagery associated with each one. And Follow the Rainbow, that has a young boy and he learns about life through the natural world. Like the snowflakes teach him about diversity and other stuff, and his parents give him the life lessons. And then All the Colors of the Rainbow, All the Colors of the Heart, the boy gets visits from 7 different rainbow angels. And each angel represents a different color of the rainbow, and they have a different lesson for him.
I love this so much. This sounds like such a bright and beautiful book, Rhonda. What was your inspiration for writing it?
Well, the inspiration actually kind of comes from my life. There was a time when I was a child and I saw this beautiful saying in a store about our talent being a gift to us. And what we do with our talent is our gift to the world. So that's when it started. And then you flash forward to me being an adult. I had this experience where I received guidance in what I consider an unusually beautiful way. With the changing climate, I have noticed different kinds of winters, and we haven't had that much snow on the ground all year long. And there was one winter I was looking at a bare patch of snow, and there was a part of me inside that heard, "The world is waiting for your vision." And at that time, I didn't really know how I was going to share my vision or what it looked like, but you pay attention to your cues and then you get an idea. And COVID, I thought was really challenging, and there was so many difficulties associated with it. And we have like bright spots in between the challenges, but we're going to continue having challenges. So when I look at my writing and the topics, I know that I have a means to help people deal with that. So that is why I'm taking on this project, because we need to know how to deal with the struggle, and we need joy that nobody can take away from us. And when I think of Take Five, I think of going like beyond just relaxation. I think of like introspection and learning about yourself and your purpose in life.
That's so beautiful. I love that you're sharing your vision with the world, and I think that this book could help a lot of people. And I also love the quote that you talked about sharing your talent. I think that's just amazing. Is there anything else you can share about the book or about yourself or even the message behind the book?
Well, I know one thing I want to focus on is that anything worth doing is not going to be easy. And because of that, it's essential to kind of keep plugging away. When I wrote All the Colors of the Heart, I'm not used to writing stories like that. I focus on poems and editorials mainly, but every time I looked at my notes, I felt like I have to finish it. And so I kept setting aside, and one day I talked to somebody who writes a lot of stories, and she told me what I needed to do, why I was stuck. And I ended up learning that I hadn't thought about why my character receives visits from these rainbow angels. You know, and that was the one thing I didn't know I needed to do. And once I learned that, I was able to finish that short story. Right. I guess one thing I want to say to people is that if you're struggling, don't let the struggle defeat you. You know, figure out what you have to do to get through it and keep going.
That's right. I love that message of perseverance. And I'm so happy that you wrote this book to share with the world, Rhonda. For anybody who's interested in picking up a copy of it, again, it's Rhonda Parsons, and the title is Take 5. You can get it on barnesandnoble.com, amazon.com, and Apple Books, to name a few. Thank you so much for being with us today, Rhonda.
Thank you for having me. I enjoyed it.